What's up guys, this is Mike from Terrestrial Imaging, and in this video we'll be demonstrating the Autel live deck. For those of you who don't know what the live deck is, it's Autel's solution for transmitting the live video feed from your drone to the rest of your team. And so if you're with the public safety department, that would be transmitting the video feed to a mobile command center, or if you're shooting a video, it may be transmitting the video to the camera crew. And so with some of the other drones out there, you'll have to go with a third-party system for transmitting that video, and it can get expensive and complicated. And with other drones, you may even have to purchase a second controller with a second display. And so Autel's live deck, which we have over here on the table, is a really small, easy to use, and relatively inexpensive solution for, again, transmitting that live video feed from your Autel Evo. The way the live deck works is really cool. What it does is it connects directly to your drone to access the live video feed from it. Whereas other manufacturers, what you have to do is take an HDMI cable and plug it into the back of a controller or a monitor. So the live deck gives your pilots a lot more freedom because they're not tethered to anything. And the way it works is really easy, which also really adds to the appeal of it. So the way it works is it connects to your drone just like the controller does. So when you get your drone, it comes with the controller, out of the box, they're paired. So you may not have gone through that process, but to pair them is very simple, and that's how you pair the live deck. You just pair it like you would a controller. They call it matching, but you know, pairing, binding, whatever you want to call it. And then lastly, to get that live feed onto a monitor or a mobile command center, anything, any kind of display, on the back of the live deck, you have three different options. You have an Ethernet cable, you have a USB port, and an HDMI port. And then also you have a little micro SD port for, not micro SD, micro USB port for charging the device. So you can actually charge it while you're using it. So now for our demonstration, behind me I have a monitor. We're going to turn on the drone, connect it to the controller, and then we're going to connect the live deck to the drone and the monitor. Alright, now I'm going to walk you through my setup. So we got the drone on, batteries in, so the propellers are off, connected to the controller, and we have the drone pointed at our nice Evo display back there. Now on this side of the table, we have the live deck. This is super small, as you can see. It's got a built-in battery, really easy to use, really convenient. And so because it's not tethered to the drone and it connects wirelessly, hypothetically, so they say the drone has a 4.3 mile range. We know that's usually in the best conditions. So hypothetically, the live deck has the same range. So what you could do is you could have your drone 4.3 miles away from the controller, which would be in the middle, and then you could have the live deck 4.3 miles away in the other direction. Obviously for this demo, I just have a monitor in the back, the live deck here, drone here, and a controller here, so you don't get to see that distance. But either way, at the very least, this video will show you how it works, and also the latency. So again, that's my setup. The only thing I need to do now is I'll take my live deck, I'll turn it on, and so you got 4 little lights there to display the battery power, so we're fully charged. I got an HDMI cable. The other end's already hooked up to the monitor, so that monitor is no different than something you use with your computer. And so I take the HDMI cable and I plug it into the live deck, and that monitor's on, and it should come on, and there you go. So now this, my simulated mobile command center, sees everything that the drone does. With our setup all hooked up and ready to go, time to test the live deck and see what kind of latency you could expect. So I got my controller display. I know it's pretty small, but it should be big enough to work with. And the monitor back there, it's a lot bigger, easier to see, so that shouldn't be a problem at all. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this display and that monitor in the same setup, which is the reason why we're doing this inside. We will be doing an outdoor demonstration in another video, but this is the best way to show you side by side, so there's no games we're playing in this video. This is actually what you could expect. So I'm gonna get these in the same frame. And so now that it's in the same frame, Again, you can see the controller display is a little small, but it should be enough to work with. In the larger display, you can see my elbow right now. You may not be able to get that much detail in the smaller display. But again, once I move my hand, which is how we're going to test the latency, then you'll really see the full picture and the basically no latency on this. So here we go. So now I'll move my hand in front of the camera, and you could see, even though again that display on that controller is small relative to the monitor, you can still see my hand is moving at the same exact time as the monitor. And so again, the monitor, the larger screen, that is what you'd see in your mobile command center. That is what the rest of your crew would see. And the display on the controller, that's what the pilot would see. So you can see they're seeing the same exact thing, which means that both the pilot and crew can work together in real time. So other setups might not give you that low of a latency, and they're not as easy to use. This is the easiest method for streaming drone video feed live to your team. And that wraps up our indoor demonstration, the Autel Live Deck. An outdoor demonstration soon to come. So if you're interested in the Live Deck, it's available now in the Terrestrial Imaging store. And thanks for watching. Give us a like, subscribe for more videos, and visit us online at www.terrestrialimaging.com.